Title of the story: The Lazy Cat. Once upon a time in a small, peaceful village, there lived a cat named Misho. Misho was not like other cats. While most cats love to chase mice, climb trees, or explore gardens, Misho preferred only one thing: sleeping. He could sleep on the roof, on the soft hay in the barn, under the shade of a tree, and even on the windowsill of his master's house. Misho's owner, a kind farmer, often shook his head and said, "Misho, you are the laziest cat I have ever seen. If you don't catch the mice in the barn, they will eat all the grain." But Misho would only yawn, stretch his long legs, and curl back into a nap. The mice in the barn soon discovered Misho's laziness. At first, they were afraid of him, but when they saw he never chased them, they grew bold. They danced in the moonlight, played in the hay, and nibbled at the farmer's grain without fear. One evening, Misho was fast asleep near the barn door when two little mice crept close to him. They whispered, "Look at him. He's too lazy to move. We can eat as much as we like." They laughed and scurried inside, while Misho only flicked his tail in his sleep. Days passed, and the farmer grew worried. He noticed holes in the sacks of grain and smaller harvests every morning. "If this goes on," he sighed, "we will have nothing left for winter." One day, as Misho dozed in the sun, a rooster from the farmyard came clucking over. "Misho," crowed the rooster, "why don't you do your job? You are a cat. Cats are supposed to keep the barn safe." Misho opened one eye lazily. "But I like sleeping. Catching mice is too much work." The rooster shook his head. "If you don't change, you will regret it soon." That night, the mice became even bolder. They invited all their friends to a great feast in the barn. Dozens of mice ran about, squeaking happily, chewing through grain sacks. The noise grew so loud that Misho finally woke up. When he entered the barn, he was shocked. The floor was covered with spilled grain, and the mice were everywhere. For the first time, Misho realized what his laziness had caused. The farmer's hard work was being ruined. Ashamed, Misho took a deep breath, leapt into the air, and with one swift move, caught a mouse. The other squealed in fear and darted away through tiny holes. From that day forward, Misho was no longer lazy. He still loved naps, but he also worked hard to protect the barn. Whenever the mice dared to return, he was alert and ready. The farmer smiled proudly and patted him on the head. "You see, Misho," the farmer said, "a little work each day keeps problems away." Misho purred happily, knowing he had learned an important lesson. There is a time for rest and a time for work. Moral of the story: laziness may bring comfort for a while, but it can cause bigger problems later. Balance work and rest to live happily.